Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go from Cincinnati. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but Listen, sometimes those little check down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jayden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. The RPO, that one is complete, and it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there, short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check smash, check smash.
So trying to get the running game going, his 1st carry, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Shermark Turner that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Here's a 1st carry for their running back, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Give on the ground. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now give up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the play fake, here's Dart. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Raiders have their punt team out there. This is taken at the 25. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
34-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Michael, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Back to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Jim DK. Touchdown Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. And even 30 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
First down.
On play action, it is Dart. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Dart going to throw here on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Throwing again, Dart. He's going to air this one out, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he's got a Bengals first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is caught at 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Cut down Cincinnati. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bengals 14. Raiders 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check over.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. of the gun. Here comes Dart. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raider first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Dart gonna throw it again. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Here's a run, going left. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ran by the Luxembourg up the highest metric. The city just made a sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away as he's standing right around his own goal line. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, dart. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
They send a receiver in motion left. To the air again goes Dart. Quick throw here is complete. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, Dart. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A play fake, now Dart. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. That one taken in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Point after try, forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
On the east side of the 589,
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal on the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's in! Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
16 yards. First down, Raiders.
It's first down, and they'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Mikey, 18. Head straight. Hup.
And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Motion man is Rice. To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll go play action here with Dart. That is caught at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal, Raiders.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Dart going to keep this on the zone read. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hooker 19.
On second down, Dart. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it is recovered by the Bengals. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now, faking the give. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Throwing now on third and long. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Viking 18.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. They'll indeed go for it, and it's done. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Handoff here, up the middle. Will be brought down inside the 25. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Bowers, the man in motion. Gart going to throw here on second down. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he will get into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Okay, ready? Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Hey, check that, street.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Third and a yard.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't go up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Head to 60, head to 60. Check. Let's get 2. 60 down, head to street. Head up.
Here's a toss, right side, and he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through to blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 40.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and 4.
Ready? Viking 18. Go, Rick.
play action. He'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's a toss as they look to run. And they'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On first and 10, here is Dart. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll send their tight end left. Now, Dart. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raiders first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. Now a run on first down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Dart Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Bengals 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Street, street.
Now give on the ground. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Vegas.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.